Let's talk about water today. Before I start, I just ran into a group of Girl Scouts with 3 adults back here. I think they just started probably this morning. And as I walked by the man, he whispered to me, "Any bear problems?" And, I tried to reassure him. Number one, there are bears around. I've never seen one out here. I see more in my backyard 20 miles from here than I do out here, but they are around. But I told him what I tell everybody, that black bears are kind of like black labs. All they think about is food, and if you yell at them, you hurt their feelings, and usually they'll run off. But I can see his concern. He's got a, group of young girls. Doesn't want to have a bear problem, but it's kind of an overblown thought when people come out in the woods. I'd love to see one. I'm looking all the time. I haven't even seen a deer out here. Anyway, water. So I talked about water in a past video being just like food or gear, packing your fears and carrying too much. This isn't water. This is my protein mix. But usually, and especially today with all these apps, like on a long trail, even though you're not familiar with the territory, you can look at far out and see if the spring is still flowing 2 days ahead. If a trail angel has left a water cache in a dry section. I mean, those things aren't always true when you get there. Maybe 20 people have gone through and drank it all before you get there, but at least you have some idea. And so water management, water's heavy. Probably one of the heaviest things you carry. So you don't want to be carrying a lot of it. You want to manage it. So usually it's a logistics problem, a simple mental math equation. But you don't want to get it wrong either. 3 people died in the Grand Canyon last week. And I think, it could have been sun exposure. They were all older. But a lot of times it's just water. I was out there one year and I camped next to these 4 Marines. They were career Marines, officers, and they were going to do a down and out the next day. And only one of them came back because they didn't carry enough water. The Rangers had to carry 3 of them out of there somehow, or put them on mules or whatever they did. Gave the Marine Corps a bad name just because they didn't plan for something as simple as water. So when you're out there, you'll see a sign that says going down is optional, coming back up is mandatory. Well, it doesn't say how you're going to come back up. You might come back up in a body bag. And I just see so many people. I offered so many people water going down that just weren't carrying enough coming back up. And they just don't realize how steep it is. And, they look at, okay, it's 6 miles, whatever it is. I can do that. Well, no, you can't. If you've never been down the canyon, you've never done that kind of 6-mile hike. It's brutal. And it'll kill you if you're not prepared for it. So why does, the Park Service spends so much money rescuing people? Mostly because of lack of water. I don't know why they just don't put a tank at a couple places on the way down, like the South Kaibab. They're flying. When I was there, the Phantom Ranch looked like a man camp. They've flown huge, I don't know how they do this, but I guess it's possible, huge excavators into the Grand Canyon, several down there doing a water project, and Phantom Ranch has a bunch of smaller excavators they've all gotten down in there. So to put a 500-gallon water tank at certain points on that trail at rest areas I think would be a wise thing and probably save money in the long run and lives. So I guess my point is, as with a lot of things in a backpacking system, you really have to do your due diligence. You got to do a little studying. Study your app. How much water are you going to need? How much can I get away with carrying safely? You know, take pounds off your back if you plan it right. And you can't always plan it right. Like I say, late in the day, I usually, if I come to a water source and I think it's going to be my last one, I'll usually get an extra liter for the next morning. So however long that is on a hike after that water source into the dark, I've got to carry an extra liter of water, but in the morning, I'm glad to have it. And it opens up my options of where to camp. I don't have to find water. I can dry camp. I think it's the coconut in my mix here, my protein mix. I put coconut flour, coconut slivers. I put all kinds of stuff in here that could be choking me, but it's good for me, as long as I don't choke to death. So the other thing to consider with water compared to running out of food. You know, you run out of food a day before you hit a trail town, you're not going to die. But you hit a long stretch without water, it can get dangerous. And even if it isn't fatal, your body's going to feel it real quick, and you're not going to be as productive a hiker as you are without that water. And you'll feel your body demanding water long before you'll feel your body demanding food. So the moral of the story is to tread carefully and use your head. You'll be just fine. Keep smiling.